So hey everyone, welcome back to another video in our DSA series. So in this video, we are going to complete the last video of our conversion series, that is in which we were trying to convert one number system into another and vice versa. So in the last video, we already saw how can we convert the decimal numbers into hexadecimal numbers. So in this video, we will see how we can convert hexadecimal numbers into decimal numbers. So if you remember any of the past videos where we're trying to convert any of the other number systems into decimal, our logic was to extract the digit step by step from the right to the left, then add the place value or multiply the place value to the digits. So in the octal number system, the place value would be the power of 8, and in binary number system, the place value would be power of 2. Similarly, in the hexadecimal number system, the digits will be power ups, or the place value would be the power of 16. So our approach is going to be exactly same, but with a little bit of twist. So our approach is, the first step is to extract the digits of hexadecimal number from right to the left, then multiply the digits with the place value, that is power of 16, and then add it to the result. So if we consider an example, so we have one hexadecimal number over here, that is 1A. So A refers to 10 in the hexadecimal number. So A is equivalent to 10. So A means we have 10 over that particular digit. So then we multiply 10 with the power of its place value, that is 16 to the power 0. That becomes 10 into 1 is equal to 10. So our answer is equal to 10 after the first iteration. Then in the second iteration, we got the second digit, that is 1. Then we multiply it with the place value, that is 16 to the power 1. So we got 16, and then we add it up to the previous answer, that is 10. So we got 10 plus 16, that is 26. Now, this approach seems really simple, but there is a twist, but that we have to consider. So when we extract the digits, so when we got the numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, then in that case, there is no problem. We can simply multiply it with the corresponding place value. But when we get something like A, B, C, D, E, F, the characters, we need something that we can use to map the corresponding characters to their corresponding digit, such that A refers to 10, B refers to 11, and F refers to 15. So here in the first box of edge case, if you can see, I have written that if digit is a number, that is the extracted character is between 0 and 9, then we can simply get the digit by subtracting the ASCII value of 0 character from the actual character. Then we can get the digit. But suppose the digit is a character, that is A, B, C, D, E, F. Then we have to subtract it from the first capital letter, that is capital A. Then we add plus 10 to it, because our hexadecimal characters start from A, B, C, D, E, F, that refers to 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So when we subtract this capital A ASCII value from it, so it have the value of the base of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can consider this example over here. So when we have character is equal to A, when we subtract A from A, that means we are subtracting ASCII value of A from ASCII value of A, that is capital A. And as everyone know, the ASCII value of capital A is 65. So when we subtract 65 from 65, we get 0. Then we add up 10, because our character A does not refer to 0. It refers to 10. So that's why this plus 10 is over here. Then we suppose have a character, let's say F. And as we know, the ASCII value of F is 70, because the ASCII value of capital A is 65. So the consecutive numbers will have increasing ASCII value. So the capital B has 66, capital C has 67, capital D has 68, capital E has 69, and capital F has 70. So there is a increasing consecutive order from capital A to capital Z for the uppercase letters starting from 65. So when we get F character, we subtract it from ASCII value of capital A. So that gives us 70 minus 65, that is equal to 5. But we need to add 10 to it, because the 15th character is the one in hexadecimal system that refers to capital letter F rather than 5. So that's why we need to add this 10 over here. So now let's move into the code editor and code out the problem. So first of all, we need a result variable in which we are going to store our result. So here the return type is integer type. So I have taken an integer result variable. Now we need something to multiply our place value. So for that, we need a power variable, but we will come back to it later. Now let's extract the digits of this hexadecimal string one by one from the right side. So we will start extracting it from the last character. So the last character is given by its total length minus 1 in case of zero based index. Then we have to traverse till 0 till we extract the very last character. Then we decrement one by one to get the next character. So here we have to extract the character at every stage. So here we are going to extract the character at every iteration. So we are extracting the character at index 1. Then we will declare something like int digit. We can initialize it with value 0. And if our character is digit, that means if our character is greater than or is equal to 0 and less than is equal to 9, that means our character is a digit. So in that case, just we have to just subtract the ASCII value of 0 so that we can get the character. So here we have to subtract the ASCII value of 0 so that we can get the corresponding digit according to the character that we have extracted. Otherwise, if the character is not a digit from 0 to 9, then that means it will be a letter from A to F because our string is a hexadecimal string. So it will not contain any other character rather than 0 to 9 and A to capital A to capital F. So in that case, we have to in the case of in the case of alphabet, we have to subtract the character from the ASCII value of capital A, then add plus 10 to it. If you do not get this particular line, you can refer to this notes and check this to dry run case over here so you can get the clarity. Then I move to the code, and here we have extracted the digit. So after this if else block, we have extracted the digit successfully. So we need something to multiply, that is our place value. So where can we get this place value from? So the place value is nothing but 16 to the power something. In the first iteration it will be 0, 16 to the power 0, then it will be 16 to the power 1, then it will be 16 to the power 2, then it will be 16 to the power 3, and so on. So here we have to take a variable that is called base. So that base will be multiplied to the result as a place value at every iteration. So here we have to multiply it with base because we initialize it with 1 because 16 to the power 0 is 1. So the first time the base is initialized is with value 1 because 16 to the power 0 is 1. Then in the every iteration, we will increment the place value by power of 16. So in the first step, it was 16 to the power 1, that is 0. That is 1. Then we increment it by power of 16. Then at last, we have to return the result. So that's basically everything about our problem. So here, let me just hit this run button and check if our output is correct. And as you can see, all the test cases have been passed successfully and there is no wrong output. And we are getting the same result that we expected for every single hexadecimal value. So I hope you understood the logic behind it and how can we approach such questions where we have to convert one number system into another. So you can refer to our other videos of conversion of number system if you like this video. Till then, keep learning. Thank you.